Petsy knows more about Shakespeare than anybody I've ever met. She has an encyclopedic, profound understanding of Shakespeare's text.
The specificity in the language and actually not missing out any word, not skidding over any word, and avoiding any sort of general wash, but make it really specific.
Can curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven? Why then give way, dull clouds, to my quick curses. Though not by war, by surfeit die your king,
Who
as
are
ours.
Who are you talking to?
All of them.
No. Are you?
To Elizabeth?
Yes, it's not.
Straight to her.
It's not to everyone.
That's to her.
It's suddenly, a curse only works if it's specific.
Okay.
And if you know anything about magic, black or white, nothing works until it's specific. So the journey she makes, she comes into the dining room and says, "Oh, you're turning on each other, are you? You've been snapping and now you're turning on me. Oh, curses can work. Okay, let's have a go." You see, what you did was to my quick curses and you started to go to her. You're
So
talking to the
finished,
clouds.
Yeah.
You talk to the clouds. Just move. Move so that I can get to heaven. You. It's that simple.
Okay. Can curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven?
Real question. Don't
Why
emote
then?
it. Don't emote it. Ask the question.
Can curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven?
No, I think you're emoting it. I think you're pushing. Ask the question. Can this happen?
Can curses pierce the clouds and enter heaven? Why then give way, dull clouds, to my quick curses. Though not by war, by surfeit die your king.
The line, "poor key cold figure of a holy king." And it wasn't until she said what's she doing on that line, what she mean by poor key cold figure.
I mean, this is what grief does to you. You have no idea about how specific things are until you face certain things.
Obviously she's got to touch the body to know that it's cold. Obviously she's got to touch the body. But that hadn't occurred to me because I'd been using the body as kind of, well, I hadn't really been using a body to start with.
I don't know if you've ever touched a dead body.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's so shocking how cold it is. It's such a shock.
Poor key-cold figure of a holy king. Pale ashes of the house of Lancaster.
Trust it, it's real.
Thou bloodless remnant of that royal blood. Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost, to hear the lamentations of poor Anne.
Be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost, to hear the lamentations of poor Anne. She made into a question, which made it really kind of human.
You know, the whole thing that you've got to play in that first section is that he likes war.
Man of peace and wartime. I mean, man of war and peace.
Yes.
Sorry.
So I know you understand it intellectually, but the idea that they're hanging your Kalishnikov up is an affront. Do you know?
Yes.
Say the word to me, war, with a glint, that you love it. Go on.
War.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to, when you're doing a Shakespeare piece, to kind of think about how you're affecting everyone else and how your speech is directed at a certain individual, whereas especially in this, as it's a soliloquy, I hadn't really thought about what Richard is feeling, and Richard's utter disappointment that the war is over and that it's peacetime.
Incredible word, isn't it, now? years of battling, isn't it, in this story? Years. And suddenly now. What makes him go now?
Peace is happening.
More specific. It's the coronation. We watch Henry VI, 1, 2 and 3. We've watched this journey and suddenly we've got it.
Yeah.
Just say that word to us.
Now. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York.
Who's the son of York?
Edward, young Edward.
And who's that? Young Edward?
Prince Edward. The young baby Ned, right? Or it could be the older Edward too. I guess it could be both, yeah, that's true.
Glorious, but it's...
Summer.
It's the coronation. It's who's on the throne? Who's
Edward.
And who is he?
My brother.
Your brother. We've got to make it more personal, haven't we?
Yeah.
She really gets to the raw emotion of it, and then puts the intellectualism on top of it. If that makes sense. Very often, especially in America and other places that I've ever done Shakespeare at, it's very much centered on, okay, what is Shakespeare doing? You know, what literary techniques is he using? What should the actor, blah, 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 blah. Whereas really Petsy is brilliant at being able to distill the situation and then build it up.
Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean buried.
Some of the lessons that we had with Petsy are things that I don't think I'll ever forget in terms of empowering you as a person, not just as an actor.